Good morning. Good morning.
You sideways. Turn yourself sideways.
Uh-oh.
You sideways.
But I'm on. Ooh, people hear that.
Yep, that's okay. Just turn it.
Ooh, 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 ooh. What about now?
There you go. Yep.
All right. Good morning. So I was sideways, but good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Just getting myself situated here. Good morning, good morning. Make sure. I feel like I'm too close. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, I'm not able to see your comments at this moment, so give me a second. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Let me take a few disclaimers. I have a puppy. I pray that he holds his barks until. I have a puppy. I pray that he holds. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Dee. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Way. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. 6:58 on my time. 6:58 on my time. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know. I can't tell. Let's see here. But good morning. Good morning. Good morning. 6:59. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Way, my friend. Good morning. Good morning. Am I too close? But good morning. 6:59. Good morning. Got my time here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. To you all, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you all. You all are up early. Thank you for joining us this morning. Oh, and one of my phones is wrong. One says 6:59 and one says 7. I'm going to go with the one that says 7 right in my face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tamika. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday to you guys. Happy Monday to you guys. Woo, this is a big change. I am up fresh and ready to this day. Good morning, Pastor McDowell. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, welcome to Quest 52. Quest 52. We are here for our week of study with Quest 52. Mark E. Moore. We are on lesson 43. We are on lesson 43. Time has definitely flown by us. We are on lesson 43. I thank God for our pastors, Bishop and Pastor Pat. We thank God for Dr. Denise, Pastor Pitchford, who has challenged us this year She have been challenging us for the last 2 years with studying, with coming together, and we are definitely excited about looking through Quest 52 with Mark E. Moore, with his different perspectives on studying God's Word. And so we're going to get into it. I pray that everyone has had a great weekend. I pray that you all did just what you wanted to do this weekend. We had some amazing church on yesterday. I just love Greater New Birth Church. I love us. We have been having some major church. God really blessed us on yesterday morning, Bishop, with this hope. Listen, my hope is in Jesus. I don't know about yours, but my hope is definitely in Jesus. So good morning to everyone that is on, even if you have not tapped in. Good morning to you. It is a great day to have a great day. Listen, life be lifing, but God is God. So here we are another day to see what the Lord has in store for us on this day. And so I've already thank God for the Greater New Birth pastors and to all those who have gone forth in this study of Mark E. Moore, looking at the word through a different perspective, through the eyes of Mark E. Moore, as he take us through biblical concepts of studying God's word and ways to look at God's word. And so we're here today at lesson 43. Listen. And our subject today is, what did Jesus think about himself? It's dealing with the biblical concept of the sacrament. I like the way Mark E. Moore looks at things, because every preacher eyes, especially a preacher, or either you might not even be a preacher, but just a laity member or whatever, how we all look at God's word and how we see God's word. We all have a different perspective. We all look at it probably a little bit different. And for me, I'll be honest with you, as long as I looked at it, I probably have read this so many times. And every time I look at it, I find something else different, or I look at it and I'm like, oh, what is this? Or, how did Mark E. Moore get to that? So here we are where we're dealing with in Quest 50, and we're looking at lesson 43. And this deals with, what did Jesus think about himself? Our biblical concept is the sacrament. Our reading is going to be coming from Mark 14, 1 through 25, with Matthew 26, 1 through 29, Luke 22, 1 through 23, and John 12, verses 2 through 8. As I looked at those three gospels, so most of them are looking pretty much saying the same thing, but we're going to be diving into this week on dealing with Mark 14, 1 through 25, where it deals with and ends up with the Last Supper. And so we talked a little bit about the Last Supper on yesterday. And while we're studying in this, we're going to be dealing with three different groups, right? Our three different groups that we are going to be dealing with. And those are groups that we are looking at the preparation of the chief of his death. We're going to be looking at Mary, how she anointed Jesus' feet, preparation before his death. And then we're going to be looking at Scarlet with Judas, the one who betrayed him. Now, each one of these passages, as we look into it, I encourage you to dive into reading the word so that we can have our own clarity on what this word is saying to us. I like how it has been put down into perspective. We're going to be looking at how it corresponds with the four cups, cup 1, cup 2, cup 3, and which deals with, I am the Lord. I will bring you out from up under the burden of the Egyptians. I will deliver you from slavery to them. I will redeem you. I will redeem you. And then I will take you to be my people. And then we have our key points that we're going to be dealing with on this week. It's God's miraculous orchestrated the events surrounding the Lord's Supper. The Passover that told the story of Israel beginning, but it was ultimately fulfilled by Jesus. And then it's going to be dealing with the Lord's Supper and sacrament through which was celebrated and connected with the sacrifice of Jesus. And so we're going to be looking at those particular things. When you think about this particular subject, what did Jesus think about himself? When I kept looking at this, I kept thinking, like, what did Jesus think about himself? In my mind, I thought that he was humble. I thought about things, and I just want to hear from you. What do you think that Jesus thought about himself? And we're going to talk about that throughout the week as we continue to study into the word and as we delve into looking at it. And so today I wanted to take the time to introduce to you, and I like how Mark E. Moore, he brought it into perspective. He opened up his story by giving an illustration of a symbol where he had went to a place in Jerusalem. Him and his friends were a place that they were, and they decided to get tattoos. And he talked about how the symbol represents, but the sacrament is something totally different. And so the symbol of having a tattoo, even though it had something biblical on it, it's not the same as a sacrament. And so I liked how he opened up his story. I encourage you to read the story, because as we go into the preparations before the Passover, and that's all this is dealing with the preparation before the Passover. And so I want to hear from some of you all that are in the chat before we even go into this week. What are your thoughts on this subject? What do you think that Jesus thought of himself, right? And so we're going to look at that. And then every day we're going to break down each one of these different groups that we're going to talk about. And then on Friday, we're going to conclude the matter, and we're going to go back through all that we have learned or all that we have talked about throughout this week. And so as we look at it, when we talk about the preparation by the enemies, we're not going to be able to go too far into it, but just those that had prepared the time to get ready to take my Father out. It is amazing to me how in the Bible days, but how the Bible has fulfilled itself and all that Jesus had went through just for us, right? All the things that he knew that was going to take place in his life before he's leaving his time down here on earth. All of this that leads up into the Passover. And so we're going to look at that to think like how much he actually went through, because I think it's going to give us a better perspective of our Father, a better perspective on how he dealt with things and how he could have handled things in a different way. And in our times, that it should show us as we follow Christ, it should show us how we are to handle situations, how he must have felt knowing that he was going to be betrayed, and how it looked like things was really going by without him notice. But we know that we serve a God who knows all things, right? He sees all things. So nothing happened to him by accident. He's seen it, but yet he remains who he was. And so when I think about what Jesus thought of himself, I thought that he thought about himself knowing the fact that he was humble. He knew that he had an assignment. He knew that he had purpose on this earth, and no matter what that was, that he was going to stand on what he knew that he had to do, right? And so he did not get distracted by all the things. I mean, how do you sit at a table with somebody you know that they're going to betray you? And we as believers have to look at that also through the word, because he left his word for us. And that means that there's something that we should be following so that we can lead by example as well. Follow him and do the things that he would do and handle situations. So we're going to end up dealing with this whole passage and all the things that he went through, how Mary anointed his feet right before the preparation of his death. And so then we're going to look at Scarlet, which is Judas, who set up to betray him. And even then, that did not come by surprise to God. And so this week is going to be definitely an interesting week. I am excited to go into God's word with you guys. I'm excited to look at this through the eyes of Mark E. Moore as we study. I encourage you to read Mark 14. If you do not have Quest 52, you can definitely follow us. I'm sure it might be on some platforms that you're still able to get. It is 7:10. I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow. I pray that you have an amazing blessed day. Keep your eyes on Christ. I love you.